Hey there! Summertime, you guys, is all about berries. Well, one of the many things it's all about. Lots of things, but I see a tomato over my shoulder. Yeah, an heirloom tomato. Berries, super good. I have a triple berry cobbler that I have found that is my favorite. And the funny thing is basically what is really cobbler? It's all about the topping. Like as far as, the berries, of course, are the star, but the toppings can vary. Tucker's scratching the door, I'll get that in a second. But I have a recipe that I adapted from a rhubarb crisp, and look what I wrote, best cobbler. And then I made my little adaptation notes, and then I just at the bottom have like tossed fruit with sugar and cornstarch. And I just do like a little bit of sugar depending on how sweet the fruit is. Today I used blackberries, raspberries, and blueberries. And blackberries tend to be pretty tart, so I do a little bit more sugar in that. But it's so good, and the top is almost like a granola. I mean, it's like really crunchy, but like melt in your mouth, sugary, crisp. It's good. It's good. So I'm not gonna do all the steps. I'm just kind of gonna show you the crumble and a couple tips on what it looks like when I bring it together. So we'll go with that, and then I'm gonna bake it up and I'll show you what it looks like. We're taking dinner to some friends tonight, and they want us to stay for dinner because they live far away. And so I get to enjoy it myself. All right, see you in a sec. Okay, so I have already kind of mixed, because I figured you guys don't need to see me mix, but I wanna show you the end result. Mixed my cobbler like topping ingredients, and basically my hands are clean. I've already washed them. But what I like to do is be able to like squeeze it and see how it forms a ball. That's what you're looking for. So a couple tips. I like to kind of dice my butter before I put it in with my flour, brown sugar, cinnamon, and oats. And then I've already got kind of like these smaller cubes, and then they become like little small, almost like patties. But that's kind of what you're looking for, is that squeezed crumble. And then my berries, I just toss with a little bit of sugar, not much. Sometimes I actually have forgotten to do the sugar. And just a touch of cornstarch, toss them in a bowl, and then I put them in here. I'm using fresh berries today, like I already said. You could do frozen. You just need to adjust your baking time a little bit longer, but obviously we're in season. So what I will do is get this thing all topped off. And I like a lot of the cobbler topping. I think it's really good. And I also, when I do it, you guys, I kind of do a little squeeze, and then you get these little like chunks. And because it's a chunk, it's with butter. And what happens is as it bakes and the heat happens, you get these nice kind of crispy bits on top. And oh my word, it's so good. So this is all going on here. Nice and generous. And there's obviously lots of different varieties you could do. You could just do blueberries. I find that strawberries do not work great in a cobbler. You could certainly do peaches. Those are fresh and yummy, but blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries were on sale. So that's what I was going with. So I'm gonna get this popped into the oven, and I will show you what it looks like when it comes out. It's gonna be glorious. Okay, so you saw what I did with the crumble. I baked this at it says 350, but I bumped it up a little bit because last time I made it, it just didn't get quite as crispy, and it got a little overdone, but 375 for 45 minutes. Maybe 40 minutes since I bumped up the temperature, because the recipe calls for 350, but I like a little crispier, so I did that. You guys, the bottom's warm. I had to wait quite a while to be able to handle this thing, but now we're ready to go to our friends, and we'll be diving in. Okay, couple things to tell you. Obviously, you can do different fruit. I don't recommend strawberries, I think I already said that, but peaches are great. You can do peach blueberry, lots of combos. Whatever's fresh and in season is kind of what I think makes cobblers really shine, because the fruit is so good. You could do frozen fruit. I remember I researched a couple little details. You want to do a little bit more of the cornstarch, which just kind of helps give it a little bit of thickness, so as the fruit releases the juice, it doesn't get like soupy, because frozen fruit obviously is going to have a little more water content because it's been frozen. So I'm going to top this with whipped cream. I've shown you before in a past video, but I love to do with this a little bit of a bourbon cinnamon vanilla whipped cream. That's right. You guys, it's so good. And really, I just do a cap full. Like, it's not even a full shot in almost 2 cups of whipped cream because I made a big batch. But, you know, teaspoon of cinnamon, some vanilla, whip it up, powdered sugar, and the combination of that bourbon, cinnamon, vanilla with the fruit, outstanding. When we get to our friends, I'm gonna give a little test taste and show you the rest and the new baby. All right, see you in a little bit. Okay, it's test taste time. So, triple berry cobbler. I'm here with our good friend Brian Reynolds and his sweet wife Katie, who's not going to be on camera, and baby Isla Rose. She's our first Delight of the Bite baby. We're so excited. So
she's not going to be eating this.
No,
but drinking this.
Yeah, a little bourbon to go with the bourbon whipped cream. So it's bourbon, which is not too bad. Not a lot of bourbon. A little bit of vanilla bean and a little bit of cinnamon. Powdered sugar. It's a really good combo with this. Do you want me to feed you a taste?
Yes, that sounds great. Yeah.
So Brian's going to be our first guest taste tester.
You'll feed me like I am a baby.
This is all thematic. It's perfect. Okay. Descriptive words. What do you think? You got a groan.
That's so good.
He just says that it's so good. Let me show you. Okay, so here's what I do. Brian, just like this. I'll have a bite.
What's that?
Oh my word.
Oh, but you said
Are you kidding me?
I was thinking not feeling this, the problem.
That is so good. Perfect balance of sweet and tart. A little bit of crunchy. The creamy bourbon whipped cream with cinnamon. Perfect combination. Isla, someday, show the baby.
Crunch is, no.
Someday she's gonna have it. All right, Delight of the Bite signing off. Subscribe, share, tell your friends all about it. This one is a winner. You want to try it.
So good.
Bye. That's it. You'll be in my video. Wednesday night it'll
I didn't do my
post.
job. I was thinking of descriptive words.
You're all like super.
These are great outtakes.